Do you not watch the show? Did you just come on but not watch the show?
I did, but
Hello and welcome to a very special Valentine's episode of the Pine and Haboo Pixel Art Variety Hour. As always, I am joined by notorious war criminal PineTreePizza, but only this time the two of us are joined by none other than Fufu, otherwise known as Fusionnist, which, because this episode comes out in February, makes this Fufu February. Say hello, Fufu.
hello, that was a good one.
Thank you. This is the first time I've written it down, which is why I didn't stutter 12 times.
That's great.
Fair.
I didn't expect.
And it's not a real word, so there's no real way to pronounce it either.
You know, always on this podcast, our first question is the name origin. So that's actually you just transitioned it for me.
No. I'm gonna ask about the name origin because I have that question. So, Fufu, when did you transition from being a Fusionnist to being Fufu?
Well, I guess I'll give the story behind the Fusionnist username first, because technically it's still Fusionnist that I go by as. Fufu kind of started as a meme, and I just kept it because it was cute. Yeah, so Fusionnist is basically something I made up in primary school because I was into MMOs. And I was just like inventing my own characters in classes and stuff, and Fusionnist was one of them. And it's basically some kind of alchemist sorcerer. What's it called? Full Metal Alchemist style. And it was kind of the basis of it. Like, it was a class that kind of just like writes transmutation circles and summons weapons just like the alchemists do in that manga. And I thought it was super cool, so it became my username. And eventually I wanted to meme on a friend of mine whose username was Kiki, and so I just changed it to Fufu and then realized how brilliant that was.
That's adorable.
So yeah, to this day it's Fufu.
Wait, are you talking about the Kiki or different Kiki?
Probably not the Kiki, because that guy went by a bunch of different usernames. At one point it was Kiki, but it's been a bunch of other things.
All right, understand.
Isn't Kiki the name of that like shape that like on like brain shows where they're like, this shape has this name and this shape has that name, but our brains are like wired for like sharp shapes are named like Kiki and round shapes are like woola woola. Like that's what I get from it.
I really doubt it was that thought out. It's probably just after the anime character or something.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I didn't even hear about this whole brain thing before.
Yeah, no, it's been. I mean, that's the first thing that came to my mind. So clearly, it had to come up to someone else's mind. But
yeah.
you're saying this was like a sorcerer, like an alchemist.
Yeah.
So, as we all know, alchemists, those are pretty close to witches, and witches big into frogs. So I have to ask, why are you big into frogs? I'm noticing a lot of frog content.
Yeah, that just kind of came out naturally. How did it happen? How did it happen? I don't know. I just started drawing frogs one day, and it kind of just didn't stop. It's pretty recent too. Maybe it's only been 2 months, I think, since I just started this trend. It's kind of part of the whole Fufu lore.
You know what? I actually just recently drew a frog myself.
Wow, congratulations!
A frog, like, a year ago, actually. Let me see if I can find it.
Look at us, a bunch of frog drawers.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've seen a bunch of people do that. Frogs are pretty cool, so
they're pretty common. Pretty easy to do.
As well. Yeah.
Frogs are kind of aesthetic.
And there also was this one time with the the Froge memes.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Okay,
yeah.
Wait. I need to find it. Do I have the froggy still?
I wonder if I remember that from you.
Let me post my frog because it's recent, so I sort my art so I can find it easily.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a good frog. Can I? Editing Haboo, can we get that frog up on screen? Can we get that frog up? Thank you. That's a great frog.
Yeah, Yeah.
Yes, congratulations to both of you. Your frogs
Great.
actually look like frogs as well.
Thank you. I looked at a picture of a frog. I think it's called a reference.
Yeah, I looked at a picture of a frog.
I think
and
that's
I was
called
like,
cheating.
I think it's called. Do you have? Is that? Are you? I know you're just being funny, but what do you think about people like that who are like referencing is like just as bad as tracing?
Well, they do have somewhat of a point, but I would still disagree with them. I think it's mostly funny. That's why I'd give them a point for that. Like if I was telling that referencing makes my job easier and so it's cheating, I would agree because that's the whole point. But that's as far as it goes for my thought process there.
You can make the same argument of like people like hurting each other. It's like, oh, people farming these days, they don't use stick and rock. They're cheating.
Yeah, well, it sort of is. Well, at least when there's competition around that doesn't use the same methods.
People nowadays don't make
It's an
pixel art
advantage.
using code. They use programs.
I'm tired of people farming with Scratch. Speaking of programming, Fufu, unlike our other guests, you've actually published games. Am I correct on that?
Yes, somewhat. The games I've published so far are from game jams. I haven't gotten like a fully fledged game release just yet. But yes, I have published games, and there's a few good ones out there. A lot of bad ones too.
That's a lot more than any of us could say. Both me, Pine, Conquer, or Glacier.
I published that one game that you.
Yeah, Pine actually got something
right.
on the App Store.
No. So it's just me who's a failure at making games.
Well,
have you ever opened Game Maker Studio?
I have many times. I had Game Maker 1 and 2. I'm kind of a 90s kid.
Yeah, I had Game Maker 1 also. I actually met a lot of friends through Steam Workshop by posting games on the Steam Workshop. That was very funny.
I still have it like on Steam. Like it's not downloaded or anything.
Oh yeah, I still have it too.
Like you can people still like put community posts up, and I really don't understand that. And then the weird thing about this thing is there's achievements. Why is there achievements?
Well,
Game Maker achievements. What sort?
Yeah,
there's
what do you get?
There's like run your game 200 times. There's debug 10 times. It's like achievements kind of like that.
It's kind of cool. I wouldn't mind having that for like general IDEs. Imagine getting Visual Studio achievements.
Yeah, speedrun Game Maker Studio achievements. 100%.
Yeah.
I want achievements for the Windows File Explorer.
There should be there should just be Windows achievements, and all of them are just related to getting like unfixable errors.
The final
that naturally come with Windows.
The final
achievement delete system 32.
Yeah.
That's the final achievement. That's like you get 100%, but then all your progress gets erased.
But at what cost?
You might have felt the 100% for a moment.
It sounds like some fun for everyone. That could actually even be a thing. Achievements aside, just have some random speedrun category, and it's like VM destruction category or something. Just set up a Windows VM, and you just have to go through steps.
You have to use your real computer.
Well, fair enough, but I mean, it doesn't change that much.
You have to click through the file explorer so fast just to get to System 32 and then delete it. That's the whole speed run.
Yeah, with two categories in mind already, with and without auto clickers.
I was gonna say like any %, but then how would that work?
Well, yeah, it depends on the approach you give it. I guess there could be categories with other objectives than just System 32. Like also like delete System 32, empty the recycle bin, and I don't know, browse kittens online or something. The whole shebang.
How can you empty recycle bin after deleting System 32? I think after deleting it.
Well, no, there's separate categories.
There's not even a recycle.
Like if you handle it, then maybe the hidden achievement comes from actually handling that part.
Reprogram a recycling bin in. You gotta believe there's a recycle bin, okay?
You gotta be quick enough.
Voting there's a recycle bin.
Is it like you throw your computer, like you throw your actual computer into the recycle bin?
You just file the hard drive through a shredder.
That's what they did in the pioneer days.
Yeah, or they microwave this stuff. If you saw the series Mr. Robot.
Yeah, fucking, my computer is running slowly. I should microwave it so it runs faster. I
Oh,
remember.
Yeah, well, just like the iPhone charger.
I remember someone.
So-
I remember someone like pranked a kid to like put his put his phone in the microphone. Oh, microphone. In the microwave to make it run faster. He's like, yeah, my phone is slow. They're like, yeah, put it in the microwave. Set it for 10 minutes.
And he did it.
Yeah, he did it. There's like a video.
Nice.
There's like a video.
Right, and he
recording.
filmed it too?
Yeah, I think there's like a video recording of the kid putting his like phone into the microwave and then starting the microwave and then his phone just frying and then the video just cuts off from there. It's great. And then you can like hear
fun
the
for the whole
people.
family.
And then you can hear like the people in the voice call also like telling him from his phone like, yeah, you just put it in the microwave and set it for 10 minutes. Or it wasn't 10 minutes, I don't remember. But yeah,
My God, and you consider yourself a good person?
it's a great video, honestly.
Fufu.
Yeah.
I know we love getting off topic on this show, but we got to get back on topic just for the
All right.
principle, because it's very early in the show. We have time to get off topic, but I want to save that, especially for later. Let's talk about communities, okay? We
Oh,
all
no.
know you've got this whole collab shack biz going on, okay? But what did you do before? We know you were in Pixel Dailies. Were you in any other? Are you still in any other communities of the pixel art variety? The Pine and Haboo.
Fine and Haboo.
Oh, gosh,
Already ever, yes.
Are you in our Discord that doesn't exist?
Haboo, we have to create one after this episode.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, we've thought about it, but
No,
answer the
It
question.
could be fun. Yeah, I will answer the question. It's by the way, brilliant question for getting off topic again, but I'll do my best. Lately, I haven't been in too many like art communities. I've kind of grown off them because I just kind of hang out with friends in friend servers nowadays. Kind of getting back to it. I guess I just have my phases where I feel more or less social. But I started off on the Pixel Joint website when I was a kid, and I started picking up pixel art. Did that for a few years. Then I moved on to Discord because Pixel Joint ended up getting a pixel art Discord. And I think that's the sole reason I even got Discord in the first place, although I can't remember. And then, yeah, it was mostly in my younger days that I did community stuff. Nowadays, it's just kind of, sharing memes with friends. And the
Grown
whole
old
shebang.
and hardened from years of pixeling.
Yeah, basically, it feels nowadays like the large community things are a bit more aimed at younger people who are starting out. At least the servers I know of, because there's the Reddit pixel art server.
Oh, we don't. We've just all exclusively shit on Reddit this entire show.
Oh yeah, well I mean there's Reddit itself, the subreddits, and yeah, there's a lot of things you can say about that.
Oh wait,
The server itself is pretty nice, especially if you're a younger one, because all of them kind of naturally end up on that server.
I have a meme about Reddit that I made.
That you made. This is it sharing time? Are we sharing memes that we made?
No. It's a great video meme. Just like
Some friends of mine are doing my friend had never played Undertale, and we thought
Oh,
that was
God.
weird. So we're gonna play
Weird.
Undertale. Yeah, no. Undertale is what got me into pixel art. So, I mean, I think that's pretty weird.
True. How
But-
do you end up liking pixel art from Undertale of all games?
So, okay, this is exactly what happened. I played Undertale, and then I was like, I could do that. And then I started making game sprites.
That's a good point, actually. They do have a more accessible art style in Undertale. It's probably encouraging stuff.
Undertale is
Yeah, no.
simple.
The first like 6 sprites I made are just like looking at the Undertale sprite and then pixel for pixel copying them.
Oh yeah. I have some like quote unquote students, I guess, because I'm working part time in as a like game dev teacher in primary schools, and that's
Oh.
literally what they do all the time. At least the I don't want to say less creative ones because they're all super creative, but the less initiated ones, I guess, to art. I tell them, well, we're gonna do pixel art for all of our graphics because if we step into traditional art territory, we're not gonna be able to make a game in time. So
I
we
want
have
you to do claymation for your art game.
sorry, what?
Actually, claymation looks fucking
Oh,
sick.
claymation.
Yeah,
It would be
have you
cool,
seen
but that would
Hilux?
take a whole class because we just don't have enough time. Claymation
Oh, it
is
would take
awesome.
forever.
I love Hilux so much.
Yeah, I love Hilux
as an
also.
art piece more than a game. At least the second one. First game is awesome.
I haven't played the second
anyway.
one all the way through. I've played like halfway. Yeah, I've played the first one all the way through, and I got all the like sage token things, and then I got like that one spell that like you know.
Hell yeah.
that
Yeah, the
deals a
ultimate spell one. It's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, and then I like beat Gibby, and how many? It was like I think it was like 4 or 5 turns. It was great.
Yeah,
I have
it's a really
one,
fun
but I never
game.
finished.
Oh,
It's
well.
like a lot kind of a one. I like RPG Maker games, just like not like like RPG Maker. I hate it when people say like pixel art games because like what the fuck does that mean? You know?
Well, it's games with pixel art.
Yeah,
Hey,
but like
look
that's
at me,
not a
I'm rather
genre.
smart.
Like two pixel art games, those could be entirely different. Imagine calling
Yeah.
like imagine
It's
calling
like an art genre. I feel like that kind of applies. Same for Hilux. Like it kind of has its own visual genre, if that makes any
Well,
sense.
yeah, Hilux is like I think it's like claymation, but they just pixelated it, right?
Yeah,
no.
it's like it half and half. There's also a bunch of 3D models in at least in the
Oh, yeah.
second game because you have
Oh,
like
yeah,
this
the
whole
second game
dynamic
is-
lighting thing.
The second game is actually like 3D and stuff. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Like when you fly around on the ship is like a 3D model.
yeah.
If the
Indeed.
creator of Hilux is watching, please come on the show. That'd be great.
Mason Lindroth, damn! If you actually get Mason Lindroth on the show, then congrats, because they've never been too public in anything that they do.
I don't really consider, what is and isn't a pixel artist is
Do they
it's
have
a
a
very
Twitter?
fine line.
Oh, Mason Lindroth does pixel art as well. If you look at the
Oh.
early games, there's a bunch of sprites in there and like hand pixeled stuff.
Wait 1 second, my friend
A
is
lot-
calling me. I have to turn off my mic once.
You're recording the episode. It's gonna put on there at either.
Okay, well, this is now the Fufu and Haboo podcast.
Well, welcome to the Fufu and Haboo Pixel Art Variety Minute. Welcome to the show.
Minute.
Yeah, because
It's already over. Yeah,
gonna
we have
speedrun talk.
beheaded PineTreePizza, and now we are free to roam in our own domain.
I went on the
Like, you'd
Hilux
go away.
Steam page and the Hilux trailer started auto playing. There might be some Hilux audio in the recording.
That's awesome. I can't wait to deal with
Yeah,
that.
I
At, like,
can't wait
4
for
in the
you
morning
to.
when
I wonder. I think it's it might be non-copyrighted because I have heard Hilux music in
No, it can't
like
be
random YouTube
copyrighted.
videos.
It can't be copyrighted.
The issue isn't that it's copyrighted. It's the issue that like it's just like we're supposed to just talk.
Oh yeah. I mean, hey, a little jazzy tune here and there.
Oh,
Never
there's
killed anyone.
if you're a big fan of the show, there's quite a few jazzy tunes that I like to throw in. Last time we did some, what was it? I credited the artist, even though it's public domain. I'm kind of a hero. What is it? It's "Strutting with Some Barbecue" was last episode's song. Louis Armstrong. We had some Louis on the show. It's usually jazz.
Nice.
Um,
Didn't know that
we love
one was
jazz.
public domain.
It is. It's over. I guess because it's over 100 years old, and carry the 3 or however copyright law works now after all the lobbying.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about pixel art.
Pixel what?
Pixel art. So
Did
there's
you-
controversy.
Did you know that the Hilux has a Discord server?
Yeah, it does. I was in there, but my mentality doesn't really match with the other fans in there.
What is the
'Cause,
mentality they have?
I don't know. I mean, I was a bit grumpy when I got in there, so it didn't really bother mingling too much.
Ah.
But I'm less of like a fan art shipping kind of guy, and it seems like most of the Hilux fans are really new because the first game didn't get noticed too much, and the
I
second game
only-
during development and during the first previews barely got any attention. Until like at some point it
I
just blew up,
literally-
and I saw it on my timeline everywhere.
I
didn't
literally
the
only
game
know
was
about Hilux because of like Nitro Rad reviewed it. and I love that video. I've seen Nitro Rat is great. Nitro Rat, if you're watching, you can come on the show, even though you don't do pixel art.
If you're watching
That's
this
how
show,
nice we
you
are
can
here.
come onto this podcast.
Former President Barack Obama, if you are watching, we would be honored to have you.
We'll teach you the joys of anti-aliasing.
Yes. And that's what I'm trying to talk about. Let's talk about pixel art exclusionism, okay?
Oh,
Some
God.
people, they look at pixel art and they say, that's not pixely enough. I'm not seeing enough squares, Buster Brown, okay?
That's true.
Some people, okay, I've heard the term mid-res, but then I looked up hashtag mid-res on Twitter. There's nothing, okay? What does mid-res mean? What defines something as mid-res?
It's between low res and high res. I am very smart.
Well,
Well,
mid-res
yeah,
is like
but,
something
like-
that's middle, you know?
Right, but if you're, because the whole thing of pixel art is that you're editing on the pixel level. So even if it's big, that doesn't matter.
No.
If you use the fill tool, it's cheating. You have to use stone and rock.
I'm not sure. I'm sure whoever coined that term has a brilliant definition for it.
Mid-res.
I'm sure whoever coined
I'm
it
not
is
an
expert
very
in that
high-
domain.
Mid-res, somewhere between high-res and low-res. That's the definition.
Yeah. Well, maybe some people are shy about calling like their very large pixel art works as purely pixel art, I suppose. And I mean, there's a lot of really good pixel precision, high res stuff that's still not entirely done by hand. Take for example the whole index painting stuff. It's still really pixely because it's it's taken care of when drawn. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's not traditional pixel art, I suppose. Even though as soon as these kind of tools appeared in older consoles, artists jumped on them. But hey, that's another discourse.
Right.
Like the whole indexing. I don't know how familiar you are with it. I only know that I think it's Dan Fessler did a bunch of index painting.
Let me just look up index painting.
Yeah, well, I mean, long story short, it's you know what
like-
an indexed image is, right? It's an image that's limited to a color palette. And the idea is that when you're index painting, I think Photoshop handles it really well. If you have some brushes that draw in colors that aren't in your palette, the program will sort of automatically dither it for you.
Oh yeah,
And so you can sort of set up your whole program correctly so that it's gonna give you some really nice dithers when you're like just painting as if you were doing some digital, for example.
Yeah, I see.
I've seen Lumpy do that. Lumpy Touch. I've seen it like on stream. I've seen him like for the Garfield horoscopes.
Oh yeah.
I saw him do that, and I was like, man, this guy. He's so smart. That he must save so much time not like clicking all the little squares around the outline.
Well, as soon as you stop just doing pixel art, it is a proof of your intelligence, I think.
It's a proof of we're all little rats in our pixel art cages.
When you stop doing pixel art, you become smart.
It's like those intelligent tests for octopi, I guess, in plural, octopus plural, octopi.
No, but tell me about them.
So they have those on the nature shows and stuff where they put those octopi in cages, glass cages that are kind of like maze based or lock based. And on the first time around, the octopus takes maybe 10 hours trying to break free. And once it's put back in there, the time it takes to solve the puzzle, goes down and down, right? So it actually has memory and it learns from its experiences. Imagine having a puzzle where you just put an octopus and you tell it to do pixel art. And the test is to see how long it takes the octopus to just quit pixel art as a proof of intelligence.
It's like the infinite time, infinite monkeys, infinite typewriters type deal.
Pretty much, yeah.
Are you saying that doing
Eventually
pixel art
make pixel art.
is like a bad thing?
I'm not saying that. I'm only implying it.
Understand.
If you're truly intelligent, you do voxel art.
One monkey out there has drawn the elk death wing, if you know that piece.
Wait,
No,
let me look that up.
You know what? I'm also gonna look that up. And
No,
actually,
yeah, it's in the pixel art. I think put it on screen. It's in the Pixel Joint Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure. But long story short, it's the Deathwing from World of Warcraft.
Holy
It's a
shit!
super
What?
high res pixel art piece. Like if you zoom in it, you can see how beautiful it actually is.
What the
Oh, is it the
fuck?
dragon?
Yeah, it's the dragon.
Oh my god, this is insane.
This is
Oh wow.
this looks like actual like digital art, but it's pixel art. Holy shit!
Yeah.
How long did it take? Oh, there's also a GIF.
500 hours. I think he says it in the description.
500 hours? Oh my
There,
god.
there's also a GIF of it
Oh,
being made.
sketch. I really want to see the sketch because like I've seen like there's like there's like that trend on Twitter now where people are like sketch final and then they're
Let me
like the
see the
exact
Yeah.
same
picture.
picture. Like all of my sketches look awful.
Look at
like
the imagery.
Oh, yeah, that's why it's called a sketch. You know, you don't
yeah,
have
but
to feel
no,
bad about it.
no, but like I think it's funny that my sketches are bad. Okay, let me find. I have a really funny one. Well I thought it was funny. I don't
Yeah,
think it's
I might
actually
need
that
an
funny.
example.
Okay, I don't know if this is gonna load because you might not have access to it. Can you see this image?
Oh, this
Yeah.
one is for De Gaulle, right?
Yeah.
I instantly recognized it.
Yeah, I just think it's and this got like 5 likes on Twitter, and I'm really bummed because I really like this piece.
5 likes? Oh, yeah. I don't
Five
know. Maybe,
likes.
maybe people remember De Gaulle less than back in the old days.
Only 40s kids remember De Gaulle.
Yeah, remember when he was cool and trendy? I miss those days.
Now I post animals now. I draw in pink and I post animals and I get 20 likes. So maybe I should just give up on De Gaulle.
Yeah,
Well,
it's the harsh reality of social media. You gotta draw
yeah.
what the public demands.
Yeah, and what the public demands apparently is really like cute isometric art because my friend Nop, he was like he had like 2K followers, and then he started doing isometric, and now he's at 10,000, and he gets like commissions, like he gets a shit ton of commissions. He recently opened them up.
Fine, stop talking. You're gonna make me cry.
Like
Yeah,
that's all it
that's
takes.
one
You
of
need
the
to
routes
do.
you can go.
You need to
I
do
always thought you had to
isometric.
draw attractive women at 2/3 angles.
Well, you can also do that, but like also just very simplistic isometric just does it.
Yeah,
Just draw.
there's like the cute isometric, and there's also the cloud faction that you can join if you want to be trendy on Twitter. Both of those work really well.
Wait, what is the
Or just
cloud
draw
faction?
clouds.
Oh,
You draw clouds,
oh shit! Wait,
and you make them pink and orange, right? All dreamy and stuff.
Oh wait!
That's
Oh
And
shit!
that
I,
will be
I have a
somewhere.
perfect technique that Trix taught me on how to make clouds. Let me show you quickly.
I did-
I mean,
I did-
do you
I
really
did-
need a trick or technique?
Why are
to
you
draw
It's
clouds?
not
screaming?
even.
We're
It's
doing
not. No.
recording. It's a
No,
recording.
you just you describe it with words. Okay, you take the spray paint tool, you increase
Okay,
the
I'm
size of
using
it.
the spray tool.
Okay, and
Let's
then you
both talk at the
and then
same
you
time.
and then you go like
Now he's
Oh,
at
that's
the
the
6-pixel brush, and
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
doing
okay.
clouds.
Okay, wait.
He's
I
making
have like a
circles.
cloud here. Wait.
Now he's on frame
this-
16, but now he's on
this
frame
is-
9.
This
And
is
then
this
now he's
is-
showing a
this-
picture of clouds he already made.
This
Yeah,
is
this
made with this
this
spray
looks like
paint.
the Seth from Nycra technique.
I'm
Well,
not gonna put this image up. You're just gonna have to imagine, viewer.
Yeah, just imagine like a poorly drawn cloud. Sort of like
What do you-
Pine's
what do you-
usual art.
What are you saying, poorly drawn cloud? Wait, so I drew this one thing. It took me like 5 minutes, but it got like 50 likes on Twitter. It was very funny. Yeah, I
Feel
drew
bad.
this. I drew this. I drew
This is
like
the part where the audience just closes their eyes. When they just see images or
like
something.
look. I drew this. Like there's like a what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pixel boat and like
Looks like an
minimalistic
acorn to
cloud.
me.
It looks like a soda with like a little straw.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's
It
floating.
looks like a pool with the
yeah, let me
jumpy
just
thing, jump
oh,
platform.
God,
no,
I'm
it's
sure
a
I'm glad
bobber.
I'm glad I can see this
For
image
fishing.
and I don't have to imagine.
Yeah, look,
you know?
this
Yeah.
part of the soda is like underwater. Yeah, it's a soda now. Oh wait, no,
God,
it's
I'm so glad I can see this.
it's
There
a
we
box
go.
of
I can see
juice.
some anti-aliasing in there. Have you been okay?
Have I been okay? This is my favorite
Yeah.
anti-aliasing. Look at this.
Oh my god.
a while back, somebody was like shouting out pixel artists, and they were like describing what the pixel artist was like. And they described me as oozing with anti-aliasing, and I've just like sticked with that, you
Oh
know.
wow, yeah. Well, fair. That's
And like
I kind of like it. It rhymes.
I drew a heart.
oozing with AA. Because like if you look at this is like my most recent piece is this elephant,
Yeah.
which again the viewers aren't allowed to see. You can see I use a lot of AA.
You go twitter.com/Haboo or something like that.
It's
Anyway.
it's forward slash.
Twitter.com/Haboogus.
Yeah, not slash.
Because
Okay.
Haboo is taken by an account with 100 followers, and I have more
Oh,
followers,
no.
and I want all of my followers
Buy
to
it.
cancel Haboo so I
You're
can
in
take at
a-
Haboo.
You're in a similar predicament to a JD Zombie. By the way, the real JD Zombie account is the one without the underscore. You've all been fooled. It's the one I follow. The JD Zombie underscore is a sham, and you should unfollow that account immediately.
I see.
Thank you
I
for
don't-
your cooperation. On a side note, it's not like you AA that much compared to other
me.
names I have in mind. But yeah, you do have the anti-aliasing, and it actually doesn't look bad. So, congratulations, you have not
I use
fallen for
every
the
color on my palette for AA.
trap. Oh god.
Oh yeah, Fusionnist, look at this palette. This is a great palette that I'm using. I love this palette. This is a palette
So
that I
glad
made
we
like
can see
like a year ago, and then I lost it because I changed laptops.
Oh, and then you got it back. That's cool.
Yeah, I made
I've
a
been
few
working
edits.
with the AAP64 palette for a little project of mine lately. All of the AAP palettes are really good. The what's it called, Adigan Polak ones.
This dude actually
Highly recommend for any of our viewers. For the people out there who aren't sure what to download off low spec, and who instead of making good decisions give just
Listen,
more
listen,
clicks
no,
to
no,
the
no.
Endeska palette.
No. Give more
Stop it
clicks
right
to
Oh
now.
my
my
palette.
god.
Give more clicks to my palette, please.
I used EDG 32 for like a year, and I was like never happy. I was, it's a good palette, but like just something about the whenever I see the colors now, I'm like, ew, that's my 2018 art. You know what I mean?
Oh no, so it's cursed forever for you.
It's forever, yeah. It
Yeah.
looks like crusty to me. And that's because it's not because the palette is crusty, it's because my art that I made with it was crusty.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
If
it's
that makes
it's a good palette, but it's more specialized in my opinion. It works really well for the Nycra game itself,
I mean,
but
yeah.
there's a bunch of applications
it's
that
from
get kind of
a
awkward
game?
with it, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, you've never heard of Nycra?
I
You
literally,
never-
I only know who's the person who made that palette. It's like
It's Endeska, his
Endeska.
handle. Yeah.
I actually had a voice chat with the guy. He helped me do controls for my mobile game.
Oh, nice.
Apparently, he knows
Yeah,
me.
he's pretty nice guy.
on the low on not the low spec on the Ace Sprite like palette like presets they have. EDG is like really close to Male 24 or whatever.
Oh, I love.
Well,
Male
it used to
24.
be. Now there's Male 24. I think. Oh god, who was it made by? They're a great.
It was
like
Male 24 is my first palette I ever used. Like
Male
Hey
24.
Hanu. I don't know. I'm not pronouncing that right, but it's like Hey Hanu. And I literally DM'd them saying I love your palette. Thank you so much for making this palette. But I meant EDG 32, and I just misclicked, and I felt really awkward after. Male 24 is still a good palette, but that wasn't what I was talking about.
oh god, that's so
Oopsie.
that's so awkward. No.
Yeah.
I
mean,
I
they were still happy, I'm sure.
I think I
hear the news.
DM'd the creator of Male 24 a few times, just saying the palette is great when I was starting out. Because Male 24 is amazing.
I gotta put my palettes on low spec so I get random DMs about people mistaking my palette for a good one.
Well,
I actually got to genuine DMs for my palettes, which are really old by now. I think 2-3 years.
There is a downside.
What are your palettes called?
I have I think they are called. I've got 3. I think I've got the FZT16, which was my very first one, full of let's say very tasty saturated colors. There's
Mhm.
the what are the other two one calls? I think I have SYZ15, which I made for a pixel joint contest, and it's also pretty saturated. And then I think the last one is a 24 or a 32. And I completely. Oh yeah, no, actually, it's a meme palette. I called it like poop something, like poop 32. Let me check. Let me check.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
glad we have a very
Oh, it's
mature.
not. It's not on. It's not
viewer.
on low spec. It never ended up on low spec. My bad.
Are you telling me that you never put Poof 32 on low spec?
I forgot the exact name. I believe I did tweet it at low spec. And,
Yeah, I think I saw the tweet once. Let me just look it up. I think I can find it.
Yeah, it might take a while, but I'll also just
No
see.
worries.
Yeah, I've got my SYZ15. The other stuff is older though. I might not find it here. I was really proud of it because I kind of made it on the fly.
Oh yeah, I also made a palette on the fly when I did that palette tutorial thing.
Oh yeah, there we go. No, it's called Turd 32.
32. That's
Yeah.
better, I think. That's a
And
better name.
let me get you the image too. The colors aren't so bad. But I felt funny again. It was
You
a
seem.
few years ago.
Oh yeah, that one. I saw it.
I like
Yeah.
how passionately you titled it.
Yeah.
Turd 32.
I actually
It's
have
like
a palette.
it's like the city of Broadway.
Wait, I actually have a palette which has like some colors that are kind of like yours, where they're not hue shifted in the right direction. They're hue shifted backwards. Like that's the thing.
You
Uh,
can. I didn't think there was a direction for hue shifting.
you usually shift it towards cold, but I shifted it towards like warm, and it looks very dirty, and I liked it. It's called Unholy 204. It's 204 colors.
204
Yeah, it's
Wow.
time.
it's
And
mostly
you dare
like,
call yourself a pixel artist?
Yeah, no, that's cheating.
yeah, but that's cheating. That's too many colors.
Okay, speaking of drawing and pixel art, this isn't me trying to get on topic. This is me concerned for the episode. We need art for the thumbnail, so if either of you want to start drawing right now, that'd be cool. We usually do like a draw pile. Actually, yeah, let me pull it up because we usually draw during these, so we have art for the thumbnail.
Here's my favorite
Oh,
colors from
okay.
that palette.
I'm sorry, I didn't bring it up. This is the first time I forgot to bring it up.
Well, we don't.
And
We
now I'm
don't.
bringing
We
it up
don't need
mid
it.
podcast. This is so embarrassing.
We
We
don't
need it. No, it's the
No,
point is
you
that we can look at one
can-
another's art and
Haboo, you can use the drawing of the heart that I did.
no,
This-
I don't. Oh, because it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, this one.
Oh, that's
Also,
clever.
yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to a girl, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, here's a heart.
Yeah, that'll.
I'm gonna make
that'll
it
get you
pink. I hope
somewhere.
you understand.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got. Yesterday I made like a pin for myself. I went to get a pin printed, and it's like a heart, and it has like a joystick on it, and then in Russian it says, "Mom's favorite gamer." It's amazing. I can send the design right here.
I'd love
Yeah,
to see that.
here it is.
Gamer.
Yeah, this is it's like really badly MS Paint. Like this is what I have.
Oh, I like the. I wasn't sure how do you say gamer in Russian, but it all makes
Yeah.
sense now.
Wait,
It's brilliant.
Let me get it. I'll turn on my
What, could you
webcam.
read this out for us?
I
Who,
mean,
me?
not just for you, because everyone.
Yeah, no, Fufu. You obviously know Russian. Could you read
Sort
that
of.
for
I've
us?
taken one class, and I've got to work on
okay.
it some more. I took a class last
I got
semester.
a couple Duolingo sessions under my belt.
And I would no, it's actually university
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
But then this session, I actually decided I'd quit school for a game dev and other stuff. So
Oh shit.
I haven't really worked on my Russian since. But it goes what Mamin Lyubimi gamer or something.
Why is my webcam? Not
I love it.
turning on?
I love
I
it when
mean,
a Russian word
it's
is
up
like
to
an
Pine
English
to yeah, they have a lot of like anglicized words
Oh,
because
yeah,
I don't know, I guess it has something to do with Russia kind of catching up with the modern world, and they just went like, okay, well, all of those new things, let's just keep them how they are.
Russia has a lot of like words that are
Okay.
like
Like
edge
most
cases
technology
that like.
things in Russian are just the English version but pronounced Russian.
Is computer just computer?
Exactly, it's computer.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
it is. It's
I'm a Russian
computer.
god.
Computer. That's how you say it. Computer.
There's a few funny ones. TV is like a televisor or something.
Yeah,
I think,
that's
Oh,
it.
love-
Tell you can say it like
but there was a really
televisor.
funny one. Telephone is telephone, but which
yeah.
one is the funny one that I remember? Ah, gosh, rats. See, I can't remember
Wait.
my lessons.
Wait, can you guys just
Okay.
not say anything important for a bit? I have to reopen Discord. I'll be right back. Just don't say anything funny while I'm gone, okay?
My gosh, you're
Because
throwing.
I am the one recording. So,
This
yeah,
is what happened last time.
No. I'll be I'll be back in like 5 seconds.
Right.
So
we're back.
I have returned.
Oh.
So I had a little technical hiccup with Discord. For some reason, logging me out as soon as I turned it off, and then my phone turning off and then not turning on.
This
yeah,
is the second episode in a
my-
row where this is happening.
I mean, Haboo, you'll have some fun footage. So just like
Yeah,
subtract. Because I was getting very upset and I was throwing my phone at the wall. Yeah, but like that's a different thing. So yeah,
And you have your camera on for all of this.
yeah,
right?
I have my camera on for all of this, so you can watch me struggle. So yeah, now I can turn on my webcam for Discord, and let's hope it loads. If it doesn't load, I'll turn it off.
Fine. It's an audio. It's a podcast. We
I want
don't
to
need
show
your
you guys
face.
the fucking pin. It's great. All right. It isn't. Discord doesn't want to load my webcam, so I'll just show it on the recording.
So all of that was pointless.
No. People will see. Yeah,
Well,
mom's
maybe I
favorite
won't put it
gamer.
in. Okay.
You said you'll put in my web. Hey, but
I'll
you need
put
to
it-
get a
maybe I
webcam.
won't.
But
Out
you
of
need to get a
rebellion.
webcam so you can also have your webcam on.
How much time did we just waste in that period of you fucking around?
Just like I'll just like remove 10 minutes from the timer. So we're still
No. It counts. It counts. We have to be good this time because last time we didn't abide by our rule.
But like it wasn't an hour because like I was just gone. I died. You know.
An hour is an hour. Okay.
No, it's like last
Give me
time
a
it
time
was-
check. Fine. Give me a time check.
It's like 50 minutes.
50.
Yeah.
It was 40 before the incident.
Okay. We need
The
'cause
bite
we
of
need like the
peace.
last 5 for questions from the audience. We have so many great questions from our audience.
Yeah, I
And I
like
still have
Oh.
questions that I've written down. Okay.
I like that
And these
one
are the
question.
good questions. I saved the good questions for the
Oh
end.
fuck! Wait. Before we do the questions,
I still
Fufu,
have regular questions.
Fufu, I promised you that I would play the kalimba for you, and
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And you know, I have it right here. I'll show it to the cam, but like you guys can't see it. Yeah, but like I have it right here, and let me play you some Minecraft tune. Okay, so it goes. Okay, yeah, that's as far as I know it, and then I have this one. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I did
Nice.
the kalimba.
Well done. Yeah, thanks for playing some for us.
Yes.
I'm sure that was worth the time that we don't have.
No.
Reminds me
it's-
of my childhood. I don't listen to the Minecraft OST anymore. I usually have the game muted when I play it.
Oh,
It gets
sad.
kind of annoying after a while.
It,
No
like,
disrespect
it
to
pl-
C418, but
It plays so rarely that's why it doesn't get annoying. Like you're just playing Minecraft, you have like sound on, you're just like digging and shit, and then music comes on. It's like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I don't mind sound on at all. It's just that I have a bunch of music albums to catch up to. Got like
Ah,
easily 100 albums that I've been meaning to listen to.
you
I
have a
just
taste in
didn't get
music.
around to
I
yet.
see.
I try,
O-
but
I
yeah.
Okay. For real though, I have questions and I need answers.
All right, Haboo, come on, quickly.
Okay, pixel art. Wait, you're familiar.
I know what it
Yeah.
is. I know how to
Okay.
spell it.
You know that this show is about pixel art, allegedly about pixel art.
It's as the
Um,
legend says.
but Fufu. I think one of the highlights of my Twitter experience looking at your art is the not pixel art.
Oh,
This question
okay.
is about not your not pixel art.
Am I,
You
how
know,
do I take this?
okay, so you've got games. We've mentioned that before, but you also got music. And as an ardent follower of Fufu Squared, I know you got some digital art too.
Oh, that's all
Okay,
traditional.
what's that's all traditional?
Yeah, it's all traditional art.
Shit. Okay. Now that I'm looking at it, it seems kind of obvious, but yeah, no.
It's well, I mean, it could fool you because I do scan it and then I'd give it a digital treatment. A lot of those are actually I just went and thresholded them, so they're just two color pieces. I recently stopped doing that, but I don't have like good scan qualities, so it's my last resort.
Right.
Hmm.
So yeah, no offense taken. It looks pretty digital once I edit it
Well,
out.
is that offensive to say that art looks digital? I mean, like, is
Well,
is it rude?
not really, but I'm just clarifying that there is no offense either way.
I mean, I like it, is what I'm saying. And
Thank you.
yeah, no, why didn't I realize that you say that you use an ink tip pen?
Oh yeah,
on
true. Well, it could have been a brush name. Hey, benefit of the doubt.
Okay, yeah, O3 ink tip. That's got to be my favorite Photoshop brush.
Yeah, you know the micron tip in Photoshop.
Yeah, Fiber Castell Photoshop.
Oh shit! I just zoned out. What were you guys talking about?
We're talking about Fufu's delicious art on Fufu Squared that makes me feel feelings inside.
Fufu. I'm still waiting for Fufu cubed.
Um,
Yeah, no, when's
yeah,
Fufu Cube dropping?
I have no clue. I don't even know what project that would be. Fufu Cube is just to not spam my main with traditional since I've been doing a bunch of it lately.
I've
Fufu
noticed
Squared, I
that.
don't know. I'd have to ascend or something.
Did you
Fufu
just mix up
hyper
Fufu
cubed.
Cubed and Fufu Squared, or what?
Oh wait! Oh shit! We haven't we
No,
haven't said any.
Fufu Cube doesn't exist yet.
We haven't said
Yeah,
anything
but you
about
said to
pixel
do
dailies.
Fufu Cubed, you'd have to ascend.
Yeah, for it to exist, I'd have to like find
But it,
some new
but
occupation to spam Twitter with.
but it does exist. It's Fufu Squared. I don't. Okay, I think we got confused here.
Yeah, um, I'm trying very hard to think and failing horribly at it too.
Fu's on 1st.
Mm-hmm. Wait 1 second.
Okay.
Wait. I'll
Let's
go.
just
go
pretend we both
wait,
understand each
wait.
other.
I'll be
All
right
right.
back.
No, great
My
talk, Fufu.
my dad is playing
Yeah.
music very loudly, and I have to tell him to turn it down because I think it might like be audible just a little bit. Wait 1 second.
Oh, great! I get to put jazz here and cut all this out.
Nice. I mean, we don't hear it off Pine's mic, but that's Discord probably cutting it out.
Right. Do you guys have any? Do you have any jazz suggestions for the jazz track this time? It has to be royalty free, but
Let's see. Do I have any royalty free? I don't know. What have I been
do
listening
you
to
have any?
lately?
You do music. You do music. Do you want to use
Yeah.
one of your tracks?
Well, I don't have much jazz, but yeah, we can totally drop one of my tracks in there. Free promo. Can't say no to
That'd be
that.
Okay. Let's hope.
all right.
I'll
You
get
get
you
you
something
get
after
musicians.
the call. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What are you
Okay.
guys talking
It's just,
about?
okay.
What kind of drug deal
We're
are
talking
you
about
making?
the music. Every episode is a music track, and we're gonna use some of Fufu's delicious tunes. I've been saying delicious a lot. I have to stop saying delicious.
Fucking yummy.
Yeah,
I want to do some music sometime, but like honestly, I just have no ideas on like what music I should
I've done a little
use.
bit, and I posted it, and then Fufu talked about Fufu. You said it was good, and that made me feel nice inside.
Like I liked making sound effects for my game where it was just like me going uh and that's the jump sound. That was great. I still need to make a soundtrack for the game though.
Oh,
Okay,
there's none yet.
I
Didn't you
Yeah.
actually? Didn't you tell me you had a friend on that or something?
Well, I did, but then he kind of just vanished. So like I'm gonna be making it myself now.
Oh yeah, that's pretty topical
Yeah. So
or typical, both.
yeah. I mean, it's not like I asked a friend. He kind of offered, and then he disappeared. So I'm like, I mean, it's not
Yeah,
anything.
that's what happens in game dev. You think you have a team, and suddenly the team is just gone.
okay. Fufu.
Yes,
I
I
have
am
like
here.
I have like two more. I have two more questions written down, and then we can move on to the Q and
I
A,
am
and
ready.
then we'll get under an hour. Okay. First question: of our three guests so far, including you, there has been a staggering 66.66% repeating percent of our guests that have been Canadian. Okay.
Ooh,
Furthermore, it seems that pixel arts generally seem to pop up from a very like select group of places. Like from what I've seen, it's like the US, Canada, the UK, France, and then a bit of Argentina. Why do you think this is? Okay. Do you think it's like a geopolitical or like a socioeconomic thing? And if so, does that what the pixel art class system I've been trying to push this whole time? Do you think that's what that is? Do you think it's like a geopolitical? Do you think that pixel art is implied by certain governments? Do you think there's a world conspiracy to make pixel artists? What's the scoop?
um, that's a deep question. I think like nowadays, pixel art is definitely a worldwide a medium, and pretty much every country has its younger pixel artists. Most of them you just don't see it because they don't have exposure, and most of them are beginners, right? When it's like kids and stuff picking that medium up. When it comes to like actual like renowned and community people, I guess it's just like every single online thing. Like you'll rarely see people from a bunch of countries in pretty much any community. That sort of includes pixel art. So that's my take on like the quote unquote modern scene. And when it comes to veterans, I guess it's like every single veteran when it comes to pixel art before that was probably a kid with a retro console or a retro computer or whatever.
What defines a veteran in pixel art?
Well, someone who's above a certain age and who probably did pixel art back when there was no alternative to it as an art
Right,
medium, as like
right.
digital art anyway.
Yeah.
And so I like when it comes to veterans, I guess the explanation is just that yeah, everything that was like technology and computer stuff wasn't really that widespread when it
When
started out.
when you think of it, back in the days, pixel art was the only digital art that like there was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for too long, because when it came to really retro stuff, uh, and that's of course personal opinion. I'm really not too knowledgeable in that. But when it came to the more yeah, the more retro stuff, like the NES, the SNES, and all the first platforms, you were sort of forced to be really accurate with your low res drawings because there really wasn't any other choice if you wanted readability. But as soon as higher reses kind of started appearing, a lot of people kind of took it like some more normal digital stuff. Like we use the term oikaki and stuff for pixel art that doesn't really care about pixel placement and stuff. That emerged
Oh, I've been calling
way
that
quicker
mixels.
than. Oh yeah, well, Mixels is more modern, but oikaki at least respects like the pixel ratio. It's just that it's like hand drawn, like an MS Paint thing or whatever. So I don't think
This up then.
pixel art was
I'm not
enforced for
familiar.
too long, in my opinion. But yeah, still at some point, definitely, people were just making this as the normal art for quite a while.
Okay,
Okay, we should do the
it's
question.
time for
Question.
it's mail time. It's mail time.
Yeah.
Let's look at some of our viewer questions from all of our beautiful viewers. I was actually with some friends earlier, and I was like, we don't have enough viewer questions. Could I ask you guys some questions? and I'm not going to say that they gave me good questions, but they gave me questions, and we need questions. So let's
Okay.
start with these. Our first question comes from Andrew, who you may remember from last episode, but you may not. He said, what do you hate about pixel art? What do you despise about pixel art the most?
All
Squares.
right. Well,
Squares. Fucking hate squares.
I hate those little squares that always get in my way.
I wish it was
Um,
triangles.
Yeah.
there is a sort of that actually exists. I think there's one
Yeah, I know.
website
It's
where
called
you
like
can do
you can do hexels. I think it's called hexels.
yeah, there hexels is the hexagons, but yeah, I think
Yeah, but like
hexels
the
also
program
has
hexels.
triangles. It's cool. No one does it because it's probably a bit too nerdy.
It's kind of like
Well,
doing
it's like,
mosaic.
yeah.
But anyway, about hating something about pixel art. Gosh, that's a tough one. Let me make something up real quick to answer that
I just,
question.
oh, besides squares.
Well, yeah, I mean that's kind of just a joke answer. But is there
Yeah,
something that
no,
I actually
it's not a
dislike?
joke answer for me. I just despise squares. You
Okay,
know,
well
four
that
equal
can be your
sides, four
answer.
equal angles. Just
Yeah,
yeah, Andrew,
those
if you're
those
listening, hate squares.
those stupid fucking 90 degrees angles. God dang it.
I don't know. I guess
I
like
hate
when it comes to applying technique or something, it can be a bit frustrating sometimes. Especially when you work on low resolutions and you know you kind of because when you develop a style in pixel art, you end up giving yourself your own like pixel placement rules. At least that's how I feel. It's like you have your way of operating, and when it comes down to placing everything, you just kind of know how you want it. You have your whole like philosophy when it comes to building the art,
right,
and you can easily hit walls when you're working in low resolutions with that mentality. And I guess that's what can frustrate me the most when I'm pixel arting. Sometimes I end up in a position where I'm like, damn, this doesn't read well, but do I have enough space to even clean it up? So it's just like
right.
struggling over and over and redrawing over things. I
For me,
guess yeah.
yeah, okay, yeah. For me,
Oh,
I hate it. So like when I break my outline when I draw pixel art. That's how I just draw like these big like suggestive like dot plots, and that's how I do my outlines. You know, I don't draw like a curve. I just draw like every other pixel in the curve, and
well,
that's how I
yeah.
get like the suggestion of shape. But no,
Suggestive
people don't do
shapes.
that. They draw the whole outline, and that drives me crazy. And it's just because like whenever I like try to fill something, I have to plug all the holes, and I can't find all the holes, so I'm like there for like half an hour trying to figure out where the holes are,
Well,
and that's why people don't do it.
if you
Yeah.
outlined with a color that was closer to like the main thing, it wouldn't be like even an outline. It would be just anti-aliasing.
Sorry, I was yawning because it's 3 in the
Yeah,
morning.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, and then yeah, then Fufu was like, I don't like that. I don't, I wouldn't call it dumb, but I don't like the fact that you break your outlines.
Oh, personally, we're not gonna enter into CC territory because I barely believe in that kind of stuff anymore.
I
But
hate
yeah,
closed
it's
captioning.
the broken outlines. They yeah, imagine having to curate your closed captions for a podcast. Ouch, that would be horrible.
I tried doing it like once as a joke, but it was the French. It was the French caption because I
Oh,
thought it would be
really?
funny to have French captions but not English captions.
I could totally get some funny French captions going for you. Like
Right,
write
but
them
like,
out in
I
French
can
slang or something.
I
well,
can do Russian captions, but the captions will just say like some random shit, and you would have no idea of knowing
I
what.
wouldn't know because I don't know Cyrillic. I don't know the Cyrillic alphabet.
Yeah, you wouldn't know, but like you know.
I
But yeah,
wouldn't know.
let's read some questions from the comment section because they seem like
I still have a few more from the homies
but
if
the
you want
homie
to
Yeah.
questions
see.
actually
So
seem like
I'll
actual
just
questions.
add up real quick on the whole bothers of art. There's another one that everyone knows, a huge struggle. It's not specific to pixel art, so it doesn't really answer the question, but we've already answered the question anyway. And it's flipping your canvas.
Oh no,
Yeah,
flipping
I
my
think that's
Yeah.
more
camera.
of a general art thing rather
Yeah,
than
it's
a
a general
pixel art.
art thing, but it's still a pretty big bother. Is
Right.
once you become self-conscious about the whole practice of flipping your canvas, which in my opinion also is completely optional, depends on how serious you want to be.
I haven't
But if
flipped.
if it looks good unflipped, then you know you're fine. You just don't flip it and it'll look good.
Yeah,
Right.
I haven't flipped my art in so long. I bet if I flip it, it'll look like shit.
Yeah, well,
I
the
get
idea
worried
is,
about
you
that.
flip it early on so you can fix it regardless of the
Yeah,
viewing
yeah.
angle. It really does help with making your art look more solid overall, I suppose. But it's still really optional. At the end of the day, it just has to look good, I
Yeah,
think. But yeah, it's
yeah,
still
I
a
guess.
struggle.
Okay, so
We
I
can
guess
move on now. I am
we can
done.
alternate. We can alternate between the comments and then the homies. This
Alright,
first question is from Rams. Okay, and Rams asks, "Can Rams be a guest?" The answer is no, Rams. I hate you. You will never be on my show.
Does Rams even do
Understandable.
art?
Yeah,
No,
Rams does pixel art
No,
I haven't
Rams.
seen anything from Rams in, well, since the
since like
Pixel Dailies
2018.
days.
Yeah, well, Rams hasn't done a lot of pixel art like lately. I think he did something, but like he hasn't done a lot. We just VC a lot recently. Not recently, like a year, already like I think a year or two. We've been VCing.
Yeah, I only remember that Rams would shitpost back in the Pixel Dailies Discord.
He would
You should
also
post now
he would
too.
also
Yeah, and also shitpost now.
well he would also make pixel art back in the day. Now he doesn't really make that much pixel art, but he still kind of does.
Yeah, we believe in you, Rams. You
Yeah,
can
we
do it.
believe that Rams can do pixel art.
Much love. It's Valentine's Day after all.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's the Valentine's special.
Rams got wait, there was a video. There's a video. Farian paid this man money to do this to slap a camera with bread and go roasted Rams. You just got breaded.
Nice.
It was
Wait, this
amazing.
is Farian.
This is one of the guys who
No, this isn't
kind of
Farian.
like
This isn't Farian.
yeah, no, I
Farian
know,
paid this man.
Can we
Okay,
get an
that's
eye?
pretty
Can we get an
fun.
eye card? Can we get an eye card for roasted Rams? You just got breaded. Just in the
Yeah,
corner.
you
Just
just
pop it
got
up real
breaded.
quick.
Yeah, that's such a good one. Like,
Okay. Going back to the homie questions. I was told that if I do not ask this, they would not watch the show. So I
Oh.
feel I'm sorry in advance because this is not a good question,
Oh god.
and I feel upset asking it too. My friend Scott wanted to wonder. He didn't know who you were. I want to say I just said a pixel artist, so it's not directed at you. But I'm just making it worse by describing it. Scott asked, "What is your cup size?"
Oh.
And I'm just now realizing I forgot to ask you at the beginning what questions you wouldn't be comfortable with.
I don't think much would have made me uncomfortable anyway. What is
Besides,
my
what is
cup
your cup
size? Well, I'm drinking coffee from a medium-sized mug.
Is that what is that is that like a grande at Starbucks?
I have no clue. It's homebrewed coffee. I haven't been in
Homebrew.
Starbucks ever since the incident.
The incident.
The incident, yeah.
What is the incident?
But
Do you prefer cold brew or hot brew?
hot brew, cold brew is good, especially when it's very sugary. The issue with cold brew is that it's way too strong, and I am but a feeble man. So I take
I
2 sips and I am dead.
I drink cold brew, but I drink like really like what I put like a lot of milk in it. It's like a third milk.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is
yeah.
the same with my warm brew. It has to be
hate-
milky coffee.
I honestly hate coffee. Like I hate the flavor of it. But if I need to drink coffee, which I don't like anymore, because I have just like these really strong caffeine pills. Yeah, I have them by my side at all times. It's one pill is 200 milligrams. So like, if you wake up tired, one pill can get you like through the whole day. And that's
Caffeine
great.
pills, huh? Sounds like a life hack.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's cheating.
it's way better than drinking energy drinks or anything because it's just like a single pill that has caffeine in it.
That's true.
Okay. So we've got another question. This one's from a pixel artist. but
Oh,
it's not pixel art related. It's from
oh.
King W. I'm sure you're familiar.
Yes, I do know King W. Last time I
Well,
saw them around was Pixel Palace, I think.
yeah, King W asked a very not at all worn out question. Uh, exactly what it says. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your least favorite color of the alphabet? I'm sure you've heard this one before.
I have
Uh,
I have not.
you haven't heard this, like, yeah, like on
Honestly,
the schoolyard when I was in 5th grade, I would hear this, and I would just be, I would now, it's like, because we always make fun of people being like, random,
yeah.
oh, haha, random equals funny, you're stupid. But then, like, now, like, I go into like the meme channel in my local Discord, and it's like beef, and it's like, haha, beef. It's like that's the same thing.
You
Yeah,
know, you know,
I guess.
my least favorite color of the alphabet is H. I think it's like a 10.
The 10, yeah,
Yeah, H is
great.
like a 10
I'm
color.
glad somebody answered it.
I know how to
I'm glad
answer
somebody.
this.
Oh, I accidentally highlighted that comment. I'm gonna pin this comment. You know what?
Yeah, when it comes to least favorite colors, well, the actual colors, just to give an answer that's
I'm gonna
somewhat
answer all of them.
yeah, I mean, to give a sort of useful answer, remember we are talking about the Indesca pellets.
Does get red?
Yes.
There is one issue with that pellet that I actually also have with mine, the FCT16, and I think it's how the blues, greens, and like red browns mix, and they have like this very weird way of mixing because they're all dark and saturated. So they just give off this really kind of like nonsensical trippy effect, and I like it a lot,
That could be good
but
though.
there is literally no application for it whatsoever.
Well, that's kind of like
So
that's kind of like the reverse hue shifting I showed off, where I hue shifted towards warm instead of cold, and it looked kind of weird because like instead of like green going to blue, it goes to like a brown, and yeah, that's like a weird thing.
yeah, it gives you this really weird muddy mix,
Yeah, I
which
love that though.
it has a lot of benefits for some art applications, but usually it's just kind of not not useful at all.
I mean, I just
So
love the way
yeah.
it looks. It just looks cool though, like when those colors
Can
are
we?
together.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, that's why my palette has it, and that might be why the Nycra palette has it. Although, I don't see it in any of the like game art for Nycra. So
Well, that's probably
Can we talk about this random like neon pink that's randomly in EDG 32,
well, you can
and it's
see
like
it in the
it's like
game.
it's in the blacks too, and it's like, why is it there? And I can't use it anywhere. I could never use it for like
No, no,
shading
no.
for red.
The
Too
pink,
bright.
the pink is there for the game. In the game, there's like a
Is that like the only color in the actual game?
no, no.
I
I
mean,
think
it is
like the
in the
enemies
game.
are.
There's like pink trees that use it. I think.
No, I think like there's like something with like the enemies being that color or something. I saw like in one of the trailers or
Do
whatever.
you mean
So
like
why is
the
it in the
bright
blacks?
red one?
Yeah, the bright
Yeah,
like
and it's
Oh
called
yeah, I mean
Desga.
that's like that's his signature red.
It's in Desga
As
Red.
why
in
is it in the middle of the blacks?
because he always contrasts it with blacks. Pine is right. Most of the enemies are this black and this red. It's the same for his profile picture and a bunch of his art and stuff. It's like
I don't know.
it's less palette oriented and more design oriented. I think, at least based off the works I've seen from the guy. But yes,
I don't
that's
know
why it's
enough
here.
EDG lore
It's
for
actually one of
this.
my favorite ones too. I would use that red. It is very sexy.
Yeah, that's a good red. I think I actually remember what it is on the RGB. I think it's like 200 and wait 255 0, and it's like either 69 or something.
Something like
Hilarious.
that. Yeah, you're right with the first two ones. It's full
Yeah, well,
red,
it's
no green, and like just an amount of blue.
yeah. Oh yeah, I
It's
just
in hex. It's FF0044.
found a really old version of Travel. The one that's in the collab shack. It actually has like 40 colors in this iteration, I think.
Hmm.
46.
I'm still pissed that you don't put the number of colors in your palette titles.
I stopped after Journey, I think. Just kind of wore out. It's welcome. Okay. Wait. So, what are we doing now? I think we've run out of
We're doing-
questions. Let's
Yeah.
I have one more question I think this is a good closing question from friends. This one is from my friend Jacob, and he simply asks, I think, a beautiful question: why? And
Why?
I think
Oh.
we'll answer that question next time on the Pine and Haboo Pixel Art Variety Hour. Join us next month when it's not, everything is not pink. This entire episode has just been pink, Fufu. I don't know if you know, I can only draw in pink this month because of the stupid Twitter challenge.
Yeah.
So this entire
Oh.
episode is gonna be pink.
No,
All right,
no,
we'll see
no,
you next
please,
time on the
don't.
Pine and Haboo Pixel Art Variety
Okay.
Hour. Thanks for
Yes.
watching. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. MySpace.
Join our Discord
Out.
server that we do not have. Goodbye.